I bought a cheap gaming setup entirely from Temu. Okay, so first I got this monitor off Temu, and this thing was actually pretty cheap, coming in at only $80. And this monitor was actually the cheapest monitor I could find off Temu. Here we have the monitor itself. Wow, this thing is actually pretty thin. You guys can see the bezels, it's really thin. Honestly, a pretty lightweight monitor. And usually with Temu products, things are really cheap. But this monitor honestly isn't too bad. Now, the only thing about this monitor I don't really like is the fact that its screen is a 100 hertz refresh rate. Like, honestly, that is such a weird number. Like, either give us like 120 hertz or give us like 144. Like, what's 100 hertz? But yeah, the monitor stand low-key is pretty cheap. You guys can kind of see how easy it is for me to wiggle this thing. And you guys can see how thin this stand thing is. Like, it's gonna be so easy to snap. But yeah, here it is, a gaming monitor from Temu. This thing is 24 inches and only cost me $80, so hopefully it's not too bad. All right, next up we have this mouse from Temu. Literally just look at this thing. You can already tell this thing is so cheap. But yeah, this is the cheapest mouse I could find off Temu. This thing was $8. So you already know this thing's gonna be absolutely garbage. Here is the mouse. This thing is so cheap. Oh my God, the side buttons are like falling out. You guys see that? I could literally pop out the side buttons right now. This thing is so wiggly. Switches on this mouse are like horrible. You guys can definitely hear it. It's a pretty big mouse. It fits my entire hand, so it's not like too small or anything. But this thing definitely has no glide whatsoever. And it's honestly pretty heavy. It's 140 grams, bro. That's like double the weight of my normal mouse. But hey, at least it has the colorful flashing lights. That's all that matters, guys. You could definitely find something like this at the dollar store. But you know, Temu decided to take this and become its best seller. So but yeah, I definitely need to see this with the RGB on. And finally, we have the keyboard, which is honestly probably the only thing in this setup that's not too cheap, because I got this for $30 from Temu. And for $30, a keyboard usually would be pretty decent. Oh, we have these pretty nice orange keycaps for the keyboard. The keyboard is from the company MageGi, which sells so much keyboards from Temu. And I actually bought from this brand a couple times. So I definitely know their keyboards are pretty good. Here we have the keyboard. Not bad, honestly. Like, first impressions, the keycaps look really nice. It is a 60% keyboard, and the entire build is plastic, but it is really sturdy. I got this keyboard in the red switches, so honestly not too bad. The switches are honestly pretty nice, and the stabilizers are really good. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's also really lightweight, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch out the keycaps with the orange ones, just because I like the orange a little bit better. And it came with a keycap holder, so really useful. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so for the keyboard RGB, this thing is really light, so it's not too bright. I don't even know if the camera can pick it up, but it's like a really light RGB. But I did replace the orange keycaps onto the keyboard, so it looks a lot better now. Now for the mouse, this RGB goes all around the mouse. You guys can see the RGB does cut out at some points of the mouse. As you guys can see, it's just straight white. Overall, I like the RGB. Probably the only good thing about this mouse. So this monitor is honestly pretty smooth. Like, even it being 100 hertz only, it is honestly really smooth. It's literally just like your average monitor. There's nothing really that's really bad about this monitor, other than like the quality being pretty bad. What the heck? The keyboard just stopped moving. What the? Wait, is this keyboard like really bad or something? What's going on, bro? But yeah, the monitor's quality feels kind of off. It doesn't really look like 1080p. It definitely looks like the resolution is more down. Oh my God, bro. This mouse is just... Yo, I'm moving this thing. Dude, it's barely moving. What just fell out of the freaking... This entire setup cost less than $150. That's crazy. And it's honestly not even that bad of a setup. I mean, except for the mouse, this thing is just straight up garbage. But yeah, for it being the cheapest setup you could buy off Temu, it's definitely not that bad. Definitely editing pretty decently. Okay, so something I just realized about this monitor is that its speakers feel like it's super low. It sounds like the volume is underwater. Not sure if my mic could pick it up, but it definitely sounds like there's something wrong with the volume. There's someone in here. Dead. And sometimes the audio also feels delayed. other than that, this monitor is pretty decent. From like the colors to the quality, definitely reflects the price point. It's nothing too outstanding, but not completely bad as well. Wait, is that a guy? That's a guy, right? Yeah. GG's. This keyboard honestly isn't even that bad. Definitely a big fan of red switches, so I'm glad I didn't buy like super cheap blue switches off Temu, because those things are honestly gonna be like the worst. Like from the switches to the stabilizers, everything seems pretty decent, nothing too cheap. That's somebody, that's somebody. Full box. Oh my God. Absolutely destroyed, okay. The switches on this keyboard are pretty loud compared to other keyboards I've used that have red switches. Cracked. Full box. Dead. I think this company makes their own switches, and their switches are definitely a lot louder than like your normal switches. 20. Jeez, it's hard to edit with this keyboard too. Oh my God, bro, this mouse is so bad. I might just go up. Oh my. Absolutely destroyed. Full frick. Oh God. Jeez. This mouse low-key selling me right now. But this is definitely not a setup you want to use if you're trying to go pro. What the heck is this guy doing? And I missed, okay. Crack, full box, dead. Like casual play, this setup works. Like competitively, definitely the mouse is gonna hold you back. Like it's kind of holding me back in just pub, so. Just cause the weight, man, this thing is honestly really heavy. It feels like I'm dragging a rock with a sensor, and it feels super cheap, so. What the heck? Wait, I'm dead. I'm dead, this guy's the best. This guy's the best. No way I didn't box him. Oh my God, this mouse. I can't drag to a point, bro. Crack. Dead, oh my God. How did we kill this guy, bro? He's straight up sweating on me. I low-key thought we were gonna die there, but best, I guess. We're actually the best. I think the mouse response time is honestly really bad. Cause like some stuff are actually getting delayed. And like the mouse stops if you drag it too far. Like I don't even know, bro. I just know this thing is straight garbage. Dead? Woo! After like 6 shots, bro. Literally 6 shots. 49, cracked. Oh my. I can't build. I can't build. Someone help me. What? What? This mouse won't drag. I literally can't shoot this guy, bro. Okay, so if you're gonna buy a setup from Temu, don't go extremely cheap like I did. You're just gonna get stuff that's gonna stop working midway. And it's honestly just really bad.